for me?
Yeah.
Beautiful. And aim it over sort of here so we can have a bit of a look. So,
like that, yeah.
yeah, can you see it?
Yeah.
I'll do that. Easier?
Yeah.
Alright, cute. So, like we were saying before, timeline, at least 4 or 5 weeks, because what you've got to basically do is the body's got to detoxify first.
Right.
Before any, like, you basically, if your hormones are like this, we need it to
level out
a little bit for us before anything shifts, before any energy levels change, before any weight goes anywhere, any of that kind of stuff. You've got to wait for that to happen.
Yeah.
So, as I was saying before, the one thing that we're not going to give up is the sourdough bread.
Yeah.
The thicker the bread, like, you know, the closer you get to black bread and pumpernickels and stuff like that, the better.
Yeah.
Anything refined, any of that white breads, no multigrain, no anything, like, so it's got to be proper. Gluten-free if you can, gluten-free sourdough, those different kinds of things. Things with lots of seeds and herbs.
Yeah.
Like lots of seeds and herbs. All right. Only limited to 1 slice.
Okay.
One day, one Saturday, one Sunday.
Yeah.
All right. It's like a little reward for yourself for getting through. Chai tea, have that as leaf only. All right. Go out. Do you have the leaves? Or do you have like wet chai? And they'll say yes or no. Otherwise, they'll be using powder. Powders usually have sugar and stuff like that, highly refined. Once again, remember the sugar conversation? No. Your chai is basically means tea. That's what actually chai means, tea.
Yeah.
So keep it as a tea. Your white teas are great. Your green teas are great, and they also they help lower the cholesterol, and they're very high in antioxidants and things like that, which basically mop up all sugar and shit in our body. All right. Dairy, as I said before, it has the animal protein called rennin. Don't want that. Any kind of animal product, any kind of animal meat, including seafood, is going to add to cholesterol. So we're getting rid of it for the moment. But you can allow yourself, once again, a tablespoon of Parmesan, let's say, once a week. Could you do that?
Yeah, when we have our pasta once a week.
Okay. Remember, bread, carbos and stuff like that, lean away from as much as you can. That can be replaced by, as I said before, the chia, couscous.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I love.
Quinoa.
Yeah, quinoa, yeah.
I would prefer all of those above
rice,
and bread, and above gluten-free pastas and stuff like that. So think about where it sits on the level, on the scale. So your bread's right down the bottom, your refined pastas are right at the bottom. If you do need pasta, go with gnocchi, because technically it's potato. Yeah. Right. As close as you can get it, or get a beetroot gnocchi recipe using gluten-free flours.
I've got that. I've got gluten-free.
Which is normally like tapioca or coconut flours and these different kinds of things. Expensive exercise, I know, but if it's going to add an extra 5-10 years, pay the extra $5. Who gives a shit? Yeah. Right. All right, cool. So we're going there. Remember,
going back to the bread. What about pita bread and rice?
No.
Nothing like that at all. No.
I think they have now like lentil bread or something.
Have they?
Yeah, I've seen it, but generally, you have a look at what they're making out of, like the raw product, and to get it into like the form that you're eating it in, if there's any kind of additives and stuff like that. So basically, when you turn over and it's got like energy, fat, carbos, sodium, and it breaks it all up. Normally underneath it there, it'll say ingredients. Now whatever's, and it basically should go in what's in the highest amount to low. So if it says like wheat or wheat flour or coconut or basil or whatever it is, like if that's the first one, that means it's in the highest amount. Okay. So if it's got like, so have a little bit of a look at actually what it's made up of, and be wise, because there's a lot of pitfalls there, and this is relatively new territory for you as well. And there's a lot of like the best marketing are the ones that are probably the worst for you. So just be wary of that. But stick to the basics. So at your supermarket, the outermost area of the supermarket is where you can play, because that's all your veggies and stuff like that. The further you go into the aisles, that's when you have the highest processed shit, like all your Cokes and Coke Zeros and chips and all that poison, basically. I think of it as poison. Remember the sugars, you got simple sugars, which give you that sweetness, which are often found in fruits. You got your complex, which is your bread and pastas, and you got your refined, which should not even enter your thought process.
No, because I had a cup of tea the other day without sugar. I was very impressed, actually.
Yeah, good work. So the sugars, anything refined, lollies, chocolates, all those different kinds of things, that's what I'm referring to. Don't have it, because that makes
muesli bars, healthy muesli bars?
No. Because you can,
I can
make
my
your own ones.
Yeah, I thought
make
I might do that actually, because I saw some great recipes.
Make your own slices.
Because you can have dates and pecans and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
I'll do
Nuts,
that.
and then you can put like all the different chia seeds and sesame seeds in there, and you use honey and coconut oil to bind it.
Yeah.
That shit is amazing.
Yeah, I will do that.
That's really, really amazing.
Right.
Because all those things full of sugar.
Yeah.
Fruit, as I said before, have a bit of a look at the lower sugar sort of fruits. So the things that are super duper sweet, they try and steer away from those. That's all online. Nuts, said before, great. Pea protein every second day. Plant sterols, which are the plant things which lower your cholesterol. Olives and avocados at the top of the list.
Yeah.
Olives are unbelievable. It's super duper cancer fighter and all that kind of stuff. So the more olives that you eat, the better. Olives in oil, great. Olive oil, great. And have a look for Proactive and those different kinds of things. Anything with olive oil are really good. Chia seeds in your water to help with your levels of hunger. Oats every second day, as I said before. Coconut yogurt to replace dairy yogurt, which is going to be good. Remember, your vegetables are your saviour. The more raw that you have, the better.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of salads at night.
Okay, the more raw, the better. Yeah. Hydration times 1,000. If you're going to cook in that coconut oil. Don't let anything boil. Don't let anything smoke. Low heat olive oil. Cooking in pressure, pressure cookers or slow cook stock pots, that kind of stuff. We'll look after the med side of things with the homeopathics, as opposed to Lipitor. We're doing like a little bit of a detox now. Now, alcohol will affect what we call prostaglandins, which are other fats. They're like that in the body.
Well, it's full of sugar, isn't it?
And that too. So we'll stay away from that for the moment.
Yeah.
And the stress is something that we're going to work on, because stress affects your hormone levels, which is going to throw all of this out of whack.
Yeah. No, but look, things are really good at the moment because, I've only been really looking after the kids 1 day a week.
Yeah, cool. All right. And then what else? I feel like there's something else that I've missed. Stress, diet, cholesterol, alcohol. Nah. I've lost it. But the main thing is to stay hydrated and portion control. Portion. Woo.
Oh.
Portion.
Even with veggies.
Raw. Go for your life.
Yeah.
Eat until you if you have a raw pumpkin in front of you, eat 10 of those bastards.
But what about vegetables that I put in the oven?
Vegetables you put in the oven, cool. If they're dry cooked, any time, like once again with the roast, if it's raw olive oil, like you've cooked them and then you drizzle olive oil, cool. The second that you cook, remember that the second that you cook it, it changes the way that it's the structure, changes the way that it looks, can make it slightly more bad for you. Okay, raw best, because if you have those kind of oils raw that aren't cooked, they help with your cholesterol levels.
Okay.
Right.
What about baked beans?
Yeah, beans okay. Once again, don't go too crazy on it, because particularly with your blood type as well. Not fantastic, but yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Because I was thinking, because I also like potato.
Okay, so I hope that was insightful. The other few things to consider are withdrawal symptoms from the kind of food that you're normally used to eating, or the things that you're used to drinking, whether it be alcohol, whether it be coffee, other kinds of stimulants and things like that, chocolatey food, fatty food. There's going to be a little bit of withdrawal somewhere. Now, if you think about our lives in terms of emotions, up and down, like really, really good, really, really bad, really, really good, really, really bad, all these different kinds of things. At the ends of those big peaks and spikes, or what I call ratios of perceptions with my psychology patients, is that's usually where you find people eating and drinking a lot to celebrate, or eating and drinking a lot to raise up their mood. Like, I just got done by my boyfriend, I'll eat a whole tub of ice cream, or work was shit, I'll have a few beers, those different kinds of things. Or, oh my god, just won $50,000, $100,000, whatever it is, I'm elated, I'm going to party. And then that's usually the usual mindset, not all the time, but it is. So be very, very mindful of those now that you don't have that ability to smooth out those real high and low peaks with food. Find other ways to nurture yourself. It could be a yoga class, it could be meditation, it could be watching a movie, it could be going for a walk, playing in the garden, playing with grandkids or children, playing with pets, finding a hobby, painting, sex, who cares, whatever it is, just find it and enjoy it as much as you can. Brown adipose tissue withdrawal, let's not worry about that. And also, differing media will say it takes between 5 to 8 weeks to instill new behaviors and new patterns and these different kinds of things. If you do some coaching courses, like some of the ones that I offer at the Health Studio or LorenzoMorabelli.com, it'll take a lot less than that, because we work on rewiring the brain. But otherwise, if you're just going to sort of get up, do something, get up, do something, get up, do something, then it is going to take a certain amount of time to get used to these new habits. So keep that in mind as well. Any questions? Email, call, website, whatever it is. I hope it's been insightful. I've recorded this video with my mother, God bless her cotton socks. But I thought I'd put this out just for anybody else who has any kind of inquiry around stress, cholesterol, diets, that kind of stuff. So hopefully it's been insightful. Thanks again for watching.